Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think you're recording, Mike, already. Did you mean to do that?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Mike, you
Good,
you
good, good.
started you started recording. Did you intend to start right now?
It started soon as I came on.
Okay.
So let me see. Let me see if there's a way that I can control it. I don't believe there's a way I can, wait a minute. You know, I don't think I can control it.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Vanessa. When
Hey,
I try, look at you, looking all fly.
Love the hair growth.
thank you. I'm waiting for it to get down here to my shoulders.
I know. Look, I'm um embracing my little natural hair, and I'll show y'all. I'm praying that the same thing will happen for me. These will just grow, 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 grow.
Look at you. That's gonna happen. It just takes a little bit of time.
No, yeah, my
It
little
does.
box in.
Yes. And I'm amazed how some people think that, they get the product and it's supposed to work overnight. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
You think that about everything. Seven
Yeah.
days, you're supposed to lose 100 pounds and look 30 years younger in 7 days. It was good to see you guys,
Good to see you too, Mike.
and I'm out here in the country, and my internet sometimes gets a little goofy. So fingers crossed that we'll get through this without any challenges or any glitches.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie.
because you are freezing every now and then on what I'm seeing. What about you, Cece?
Am I freezing?
Yeah, just
That's
like
the that's the problem that we have sometimes, that my presentation freezes up. So this will be the last time I do a presentation from my house. I will get up, I will book a room in the library and do a presentation from there from now on.
oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay. All righty.
And our goal will be to start on time and to end on time because
Okay.
I have somewhere to be at 2 o'clock, I believe.
All righty.
Okay.
So let me see. Share my screen. Let me see. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see the kind of symbol?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
And don't
this is not what I
forget
want
to
right
make
here.
me a co-host.
I don't know if I have that ability.
Oh, we have to
How do you make someone a co-host?
we have to get Dr. Ross to make sure we can do that because I know we've done it before, and she
Right.
might say you have to do it right before you start.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I will not be able to mute anyone out.
No, so and there's probably apparently no waiting room either. So and if people chat or whatever, I'll just stop and I'll try to lay out some ground rules before we get started.
Right. And this won't be one that will be posted on the website or the
If the quality's bad, it probably won't be.
yeah, that's what I was saying. So I don't know if you want me to, when I hear somebody talking, say, can you please mute?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Give me a minute first to see if I'll do it.
Okay.
So where you won't feel like you're cutting across me.
Okay. That works.
2 minutes. So I don't know why that Vanessa, did you use the new code or the old code?
Oh, I used the new one and it didn't do anything, so I used the old one next.
Okay.
What about you, Cece?
The old one to get in. The new
Uh,
one didn't work.
mhm.
Mhm.
You're on mute, CC.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm practicing my little script here, so forgive me.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me turn off
All right.
my camera. Oh my God. I'm trying to stick to maybe 2 minutes, Mike, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure.
Okay, no problem at all.
All right.
It's 1 minute after 11. We'll give folks a few more minutes. Hmm. Now, I guess the question is, if we're on this channel, are other people on another channel? Uh, but the other code did not work, and no one is calling me.
Right. So I guess they are automatically thinking about, the old one. So because I do see more people joining.
'Cause- oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay, great. All right. I couldn't see that. All right. Well, it is now 11:03. We'll go for one more minute to 11:04, and then we will get started with our presentation. So I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second so we can see everybody. There you go. Now I can see everyone. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Abina.
Good morning, Mike. How you guys doing?
We are well. I am well.
Very good, very good.
The
Looking
royal, the
forward.
Good
royal we.
morning. Good morning.
Okay, so it's now 11:04, and we will get started with our presentation for the day. I am going to start to share my screen. Okay, and the Akana logo should be up. And we're going to go to the first slide. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to today's presentation. My name is Coach Mike Newsome, Diamond Mike, or Coach Mike. And today we're going to be talking about uh, a subject that's near and dear to our hearts, subject that I like to just refer to as blood types and blue zones. We're going to be having a discussion today about some health issues and how it relates to us as a company. And the company's name is Akana, as you saw on our first opening screen. Again, my name is Mike Newsome. I'm the owner of Blue Moon Health and Wellness located here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm a HIPAA certified wellness coach. I'm a certified nutrition coach, and I'm a founding level distributor with the Akana Company. And these titles and accolades would not be possible without Akana. So I'm very grateful to this company who's provided me an opportunity to grow and develop professionally. Today helping me are my two business partners, CC Hill and Vanessa Hobson, and we'll be bringing them into the conversation a little bit later on as they will be able to offer their testimonials about the success that they've been having on our system and utilizing our product line. Akana is a very beautiful name, and it means in the hands of God. So for the next hour or so, we are placing this presentation in the hands of God. So the company was started in April 20th, 2019 with the line of CBD products and essential oils. In 2020, it expanded into include a line of health, wellness, and weight management products. And in 2021, we introduced our flagship product, the Flat Belly Lifestyle. We're going to talk a lot about that today. We have over 30,000 customers, and we're a very community-minded company based out of Bronzeville, Chicago, and we pride ourselves with delivering 5-star customer service. And what really got me excited, and one of the things that got me excited about the company is that the company has a vision. The company envisions a world where everyone has access to nutrition, resources, and the resources they need to thrive, to create a healthier, wealthier, and more resilient community. Through our blood type campaign, we're empowering millions of families to discover their blood type and embrace our 5-step generational health program, a simple, personalized roadmap to wellness. By fostering these habits, we aim to break the cycles of disease and poverty and building a foundation of generational health and prosperity for families worldwide. This type of conversation that we're having today is called an opportunity meeting. And we like to look at the opportunity as an opportunity for us as distributors and members of this corporation to give and share information, and also an opportunity for you to receive information and hopefully learn some things that you didn't know before you gave us a few minutes of your time. So again, I appreciate you being here today, and let's go ahead and dive into this information. So the presentation today will kind of flow into different stages. I'm going to lay out some of the health related issues that's confronting our country and our community. And we're going to start off with talking about where it all begins. The problem in the United States is that, according to our CEO, Melissa Boston, she coined a phrase called chewicide. We are digging our graves with our fork. And on the screen, you're seeing two comparisons of diet and eating. One is the original diet, where at one point in time, we were eating foods from the garden, we were growing our own fresh fruits and vegetables, and we were eating foods that were a lot better for our body, the way that our bodies were designed to eat. And on the right, you see what's called the new diet, our new diet, the fast foods, the processed foods, the fried foods, the sugar, the salt. Those are the foods that majority of people are eating today. And you can see the contrast in their health. You can see folks who are closely affiliated with the original diet, they're a lot healthier, they're thriving. And today, the trend in our society with the fast foods, with the door dashes and eating on the run, and just our lifestyle, people are getting sicker and less healthy on the new diet. So we're here today to offer some options. So as a result of those choices that we're making, we're seeing the health crisis develop in front of our eyes. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, a shortened lifespan. All of these are results of those choices that we made on the first screen, either the original diet or the standard American diet. The silent killer, again, as a result of those choices that we're making, the number one killer in the country. And the statistics that we're showing right here is from 2020. where nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease just in the United States, which means that's about 1 in 5 heart attacks uh, occur, and they're silent because most people don't even know that cardiovascular disease is creeping up on them. And this morning, as I was preparing for the presentation, I checked the statistics, and it's even worse today, guys. In 2023, the number is it's over 900,000 people have passed away from cardiovascular disease. So that changed the number from 1 in 5 to about 1 in 3. So it's not getting any better. As much information that we have, as much access that we have to solutions, people are still not getting the message, which is why what we do and what we share is so vital. And an alarming statistic is that the trend is that the trend is trending younger, that an alarming number of our 14 to 19-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. And let me ask you a question. For people who are of African American descent, do you know what the age 45 signifies? Well, I'm going to tell you. What it means is that you are 2 times more likely to die from heart disease, which is, tragic. And this screen really shows you the development of heart disease in your arteries. So when the image on your left shows a clean and healthy artery where you don't see any plaque buildup. But as you start to progress, you see that on the outer wall of actually the inner wall, the endothelium in your arteries, over time, and because of diet and environment, you can see that plaque starts to build up. And then the next progression, it goes from, as you see on the far left, it's an optimal where it's clear. And then you start moving to borderline. Then you start moving to high, where you start to see really a real buildup around the inner walls of your arteries, which is preventing the blood from flowing properly, to where you get to dangerous stage where the arteries completely block, where you're going to go through a situation where you may have to have a stent put in, where you may have to have bypass surgery, or even worse, you may suffer a heart attack or an aneurysm. So you just looked at the progression of atherosclerosis in your body. So at a kind of what we've done is we've identified 5 reasons why these problems are impacting our community. 1, lack of understanding of blood types. Did you know that your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, geography? It's a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide on how you can live most healthfully. And that may be the question that got you here today. You know, do you know your blood type? Because our company is committed to helping 1 million families learn their blood type. Because when you ask people, and my experience is at least, 3 out of 5 people don't know their blood type. So we're asking the question, do you know your blood type? We're educating people. We're teaching people about the 4 types of blood types. There's only 4. Of course, there's the positives and the negatives. But for our conversation, all you really need to focus on is the 4 basic blood types, A, B, and O. And as you can see on the screen, each one of them has a unique characteristic about each blood type. And we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into that. So why is it important that blood type matters? Why should you even know your blood type? Because guess what? It can save your life. This knowledge can prevent chronic illness. It can allow you to tap into your genetic advantages. It can boost your energy, reduce inflammation, lose weight, promote holistic healing. Oh, these are all the things that we're all seeking in our health journey. And knowing your blood type can be a significant component for you living an optimally healthy life. So again, there are 4 basic blood types, A, B, O, and AB. Like I said, they are very significant genetic blueprint and fingerprint that helps identify you and the foods that are good for you and foods that you probably should stay away from. So here's some characteristics of each one of the blood types. Blood type A is an agrarian, which means that you are nature's vegetarian. You thrive on farming, vegetables, and they've even identified some characteristics, personality characteristics. You thrive on cooperative living and you're inventive. B is the balanced blood type, which is your ancestors adapted to harsh climates and diverse populations, and you harmonize and you seek harmony, and you're you thrive on your immune system thrives in a diverse population. O is the oldest blood type, and you evolved as hunters and gatherers with strong survival instincts and a strong immune system. And the AB is the rarest blood type, the newest blood type, and it emerges from the union of type A and type B, and it embodies in embodying complexity and adaptability. So if you're blood type A, you are a rare, unique individual. To your body's entire immune system. It controls the influences of viruses, bacteria, infections, chemical stress, and an entire assortment of invaders that can come and compromise your immune system. So that's why it's important for us to really share this information. And your blood type is one of the single most important determinants on how your body interacts with food and will cause not eating the wrong foods can cause inflammation, digestive problems, or weight gain. So you can see on the image on the left, the person is eating to their blood type and things are flowing and they have more of a ideal body type, whereas I call Wreck-It Ralph on the far side, he's not eating to his blood type and you can see some of the results. So what happens is when we eat against our blood type, when we eat, period, we eat what's called lectins. Lectins are proteins that are in the foods. And when we eat foods that are incompatible with our body rebels against it. And in most cases, our body can actually capture those lectins and dispose of them. But in some cases, let me see. Yeah, our body can actually, in 95% of the cases, our body can capture those lectins and eliminate them, but 5% get through and are filtered into our bloodstream and they destroy red and white blood cells. So that's why it's important to have that knowledge of foods that you should not be eating, because if you overload your system with lectins and your body cannot remove them, then you're going to start developing some of those chronic issues that we've been discussing. So learn your blood type. Yes, it is important. So it's proposed as a question, but I also pose it as a statement. Yes, please do learn your blood type. Because if you don't, if you eat the wrong food, guess what? Just like I just said, if you overwhelm your system with the wrong types of foods, it could be slowly killing you over time. Our bodies are designed to really last forever, ideally. However, it takes a long time to break the body down. But as you can see, just by judging what's going on in society today, around the ages of 40, you start to really start seeing some of these metabolic issues start to show up. High blood pressure, hypertension, or same thing, hypertension and diabetes. These things will start to creep up in the 40s. And like we said earlier, the trend is going backwards. It's going even to younger individuals because of the way that we're eating. So the knowledge that we're sharing is very important, because guess what? If they give you the wrong blood, it can actually kill you. So our goal as a company is we're on a mission to break the generational cycle. We want to give you the power. We want to put the power in your hands to break generational curses. We've gone way too long with, we've seen too many of our loved ones leave us way too soon because of lack of knowledge. So we're on a mission, like I said earlier, to empower 1 million people to know their blood type and start making adjustments that will help save generations. So here's some information that is very helpful to you. This is a sample avoid list on the different types of blood type. If you're blood type A, we mentioned earlier that you thrive on a vegetarian style diet. So stay away from things like, animal protein, diets that are heavy in animal protein. But in particular, stay away from things like tomatoes, bananas, meat products, potatoes, white potatoes, and even shrimp. If you're a B, now don't shoot the messenger, because people say all the time, Coach Mike, I'm eating healthy. All I eat is fish and chicken. I don't eat any red meat. But guess what? Do you know your blood type? And when they say no, I say, well, if you're eating a lot of chicken, guess what? That's triggering an inflammatory response in your body. So type B, stay away from chicken, avocados, black beans, shrimp, and shellfish. Blood type O, people like myself, catfish, avocados, oranges, white wine, and cashews are not the best for you. And the AB, which is the rare blood type, chicken, bananas, black beans, avocados, and shrimp are not your friend. Gathered over generations. That book you see in the far right corner is written by Dr. Peter J. Diamo, Eat Right for Your Type. He is a second generation naturopath, and he picked up on his father's work, his father's groundbreaking work in this area, where they've written books, and I've got multiple versions of this book that talk about, they do go into a deep dive and a lot of detail about foods that you should and should not eat. So this is not just something that we randomly are stating. There's science and philosophy behind everything that we're sharing with you. So you asked the question, Coach Mike, why am I just learning about the blood type diet? Why am I just learning that food impacts how my body and my cells function? Well, unfortunately, it isn't taught in medical school, and if it if a product or a drug or something like that isn't manufactured by Big Pharma, it isn't promoted. And unfortunately, we're in a culture that is often money driven and even to the detriment of the people. So that's why knowledge and information is so important, because you have to know how to do your research and how to seek information for yourself. You just can't go by what Big Pharma is telling you. So here are some examples of where big business has benefited, over people. Cigarettes. You can go back and look at some of the early ads marketing cigarettes. They made it look cool. They made it look really sophisticated to smoke for you. And we all know the dangers associated with cigarette smoking. Trans fat. They put it in our foods as a replacement to natural fats. And guess what? That also is not healthy for us. 5G cell phones, the energy and the radiation that's being produced by 5G cell phones and the towers and the wires in our communities are causing issues in our bodies. GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, are being placed in our foods. When was the last time you had a grape with a seed in it? When was the last time you saw a watermelon with a seed in it? Those things have been manipulated in the laboratory for convenience. Yeah, it's convenient to eat a watermelon and not have to spit out the seeds, but it's also it's not natural. It's something that's man-made. And probably the biggest product that we all can identify with in terms of a marketing campaign that made billions of dollars is the Got Milk campaign. That was started by a group of farmers in California who wanted to promote milk. They got together, put together a pool of $20 million and started that advertising campaign. And guess what? That has generated them billions of dollars in revenue. So again, we have to be careful of what we listen to, do your own research, and make good decisions. So there are countries who do adhere to the blood type philosophy. Japan is one of the countries that is one of the leaders in the world with their health versus the United States, where Japan is number one in life expectancy at 84 years old, almost 85 years old. The United States, with all its knowledge, information, and technology, is is 76. And then if you narrow it down to the African American community and underserved communities, it's not even 72 years old. So again, we have to make some changes. And what we're proposing today is an alternative to the standard American diet and the culture that's promoting, convenience over health. So we know that by following the blood type diet, and we see the evidence in the countries that millions of people have reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices. And you can protect yourself against common viruses and infections and take a stand. Look, we're still recovering from the impact of COVID. And COVID, as it turns out, was really a very severe cold. And because our immunosystems were so compromised, they're so weak, we didn't have the strength or the energy to fight off that strong virus. And you see where that landed the culture. So we have to do better, and we have to prepare ourselves for the next wave because there will be another wave. So what we've identified as number two when we talk about the five causes is oxidation. Now, oxidation, as you can see, is a process basically of aging. You can see where if you leave a banana, on your counter and just leave it there, eventually it will oxidize. It will start to deteriorate. It will start to die, just like you see the rust. But the rust in the human starts from the inside. You rust from the inside out as a human. With a rusty bolt, you can see what's happening, and we understand that the process of oxidation can be arrested and reversed by what? Using antioxidants. How do you fight oxidation? You fight it with antioxidants. And antioxidants are built into fruits, vegetables. They're loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which have antioxidation abilities. So we know that nature has given us the answer to aging. And that's why we call our system the age reversing flat belly lifestyle system. Number three on impacting the five areas that impact our health is omega-3 deficiency. And omega-3 is a compound that we need to bring into our bodies to help address some of these issues. And culturally, the trend of omega-3 deficiency is showing up in our children and in ourselves. And guess what? The omega-3 deficiency produces cardiovascular challenges, cognitive decline. As you know, Alzheimer's is pervasive in our society. You can just see it just increasing and increasing again at a younger age. Chronic inflammation, accelerating the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease. Metabolic health, which contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. It contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can progress to cirrhosis of the liver. Most of the time when you have conversations with people about liver disease in the form of cirrhosis, your mind jumps to, well, this person must have been a pretty heavy drinker or had a drinking problem. But today, one of the major causes of non-alcoholic put it this way, of liver disease or fatty liver is not the alcohol, but it's the food. So we have to address things from a different perspective. We have to look at our health and our wellness in a different light. Omega-3 deficiency, it weakens the immune system and the immune function. It makes your body, just like we said, as it relates to COVID, it makes your body more susceptible to infections, as well as increases the challenges of bone health by increasing the risk of osteoporosis, which can lead to fractures and complications, especially in older adults. Number 4 is the microbiome. Did you know that 70% of your immune system is in your gut? And, if you walk around and observe just what's going on culturally, you'll see the signs of unhealthy gut with some of the distended stomachs and things of that nature. So, when your microbiome isn't in a good, healthy condition, it causes digestive issues, again, a weakened immune system, malabsorption, which means that your nutritional system, your nutrients aren't being absorbed through your intestines and feeding your body properly, which causes nutritional deficiencies in your organs, inflammation. You'll see it showing up in your skin. You have mental issues in form of like brain fog, hormonal imbalances, and again, autoimmune conditions. All these things are interconnected and related. And your microbiome health is key. And number 5 is the invasion of parasites. What has been identified through science and through things like, autopsies, they see that some people who have passed away are infected with parasites. And parasites, again, cause the things that we've been talking about: chronic infection and inflammation that lead to heart disease, diabetes, fatigue, autoimmune. Like I said, they have been identified in autopsies, and they've even found them in people's brains, lungs, and liver, and organ and lungs. So you've got uninvited guests living in your body, sharing your food with you. So we want to be able to address that and help cleanse your body. So we just laid out some issues that are confronting us. We just talked about what's happening within the culture. We just talked about what's happening internally. Now, this isn't a call about gloom and doom. This is a conversation about what can we do? What is the solution? So we've outlined 5 steps to addressing these issues, which we call 5 steps to generational health. And during this section of the presentation, we're going to be talking about some products, and I'm going to just share this information with you in the form of a disclaimer. Our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided here is for informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or any other healthcare professional. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, we encourage you to consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements, and your individual results may vary. So, again, we'll go back to the foundation, asking the question, do you know your blood type? Because we know that it gives us a lot of data on how to develop the personalized health plan specifically for you. Once we identify that, we're gonna share with you, and we're gonna learn what's best for you. We're gonna identify foods that heal and foods that can harm you. Because what they say is, one person's food could be another person's poison. So what you may enjoy and it's helpful for you may not be helpful and enjoyable for somebody else. So we've got to have this piece of information. So what we're going to share with you is some packages that we put together as a company that will help you achieve your goals. So the first thing we want to do, again, is lay down some foundational information for you, is to be able to show you how to identify your blood type. My personal experience was when I went to my doctor, it wasn't in my file, and they made a big deal about it. And I said, don't worry about it. I can figure it out. And I came back to my company, and they showed me how to do it myself. And as you can see, we have blood type kits. And as the first level of support, it includes herbal tea in the form of the bitters, we have a meal plan for you that will help you start to develop better eating habits. And we include what's called our flat belly fuel, which is one of our core products that is designed to help you start eating to your blood type. It's neutral for all your blood types. It's plant-based, and it's a started on your path toward nutrition. And we have two options in this introductory plan to our system. The blood type kit number one includes the blood type kit for $59.95, and option two excludes the blood type kit in case you already know that information. So what we always say to people is you might as well go ahead and get option number one, because by having a blood type kit handy, especially if you already know yours, there may be a spouse, there may be a friend that doesn't have this information, and you can show them how to get their blood type in literally 5 minutes by administering a very simple blood test. So how does the Bitters program work? It's a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox, because the foundations of what we're going to be talking about is how to cleanse your gastrointestinal tract, how to cleanse that gut. And the Bitters is a powerful tool to start your 4-day detox. What it does is it boosts digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential to breaking down the foods that we eat. It'll help you regulate your appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy foods. How many times do we sit around and say, I sure wish I had a piece of candy, or I sure wish I had some potato chips. Guess what? Those are those parasites talking to you saying, feed me. So the Bitters cleanse will help, again, eliminate those parasites, and will help reduce your desired cravings. It will support liver detoxification by filtering out toxins, and it will eliminate fat-soluble toxins within your digestive system. It will help alkalize your body, reduce inflammation, and again, it will improve your microbiome or your gut by promoting the growth of helpful, beneficial bacteria and help inhibit harmful bacteria. So again, we're really excited about our meal replacement, the Flat Belly Fuel, the world's first plant-based protein that is antioxidant protection. It'll provide the omega fatty acids that we need. It'll give you that pre and probiotic fiber you need for your gut. It'll eliminate those unwanted visitors in the form of parasites, and it supports blood type eating. And we are the first to the market with this. And it tastes absolutely wonderful. We have two flavors. We have the charcoal berry as well as the vanilla flavor. Option number two in the development of your wellness plan is that you can actually scan a certificate and take a quiz online, and we can help you develop a personalized plan. So within that, we go from 4-day to the 7-day, which is the Flat Belly Starter Program. Now you kind of stepping your game up a little bit, and you're getting a little bit more serious about wanting to remove some of those unwanted pounds and start to really move into a detoxification program. This system evolves around three core products: the purifier, which is a liquid colonic tea, which promotes a full body cleanse; the eliminator, which removes parasites and removes mucus from your system; and the regenerator, which restores the body with superfoods, fiber, and probiotics. And within this package, you can also have the ability to get a blood type chart, which again shows you foods that are good for you and foods that you should stay away from. And what's really exciting is take a look at this image from day 1 to day 7. You can see on day 1 the person's stomach is protruding, it's kind of over their belt line. And after only 7 days, you can see how they've gained, well, yeah, they've lost inches and really has, lost a lot of that protrusion over their belt line. And this is actually the relative of one of our leaders in our company. And these are actual results. And through my coaching and the clients that I work with, the average results that we've been seeing on a simple 7-day cleanse is anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds, depending how focused and disciplined you are utilizing our program. So this is good results. And when we introduce this to our clientele, it's we tell them we don't want you doing a whole lot of exercise. We don't want you, jogging and lifting weights. We just want your body to react to a natural process, and they start seeing some tremendous, tremendous results. Here's another one. So as we progress from a 4-day to a 7-day, we progress even further into a 21-day option where your body's really going to adapt to the changes. As you can see in Billy here, in 21 days, he dropped 30 pounds of waist. You can see on day 1, he looks like he's, about to deliver a little baby. But on day 21, he's actually showing some signs of having of abs, and almost, you can see his development of his first pack of his 6-pack. So, this is really a dramatic, dramatic result that Billy got as a result of being disciplined and using our 21-day flat belly process. Here are some more results. Day 1, day 21. Isn't that amazing? That's a beautiful sight right there. Down 15 days in 15 pounds in 21 days. This is what it's all about, the results. Yvette, she was so excited about the fantastic results she got. Guess what? She wrote a book and documented in detail her 100-day journey to better health. And utilizing our system was a part of her journey. And this is one of my favorite screens right here for obvious reasons, but these are our business partners, and they have taken it to the next level. I want you to meet Ernestine Davis, who is a poster child for reverse aging. This young lady is 64 years young, and she is a top 5 winner in a bikini contest, as you can see. She says, switching to foods tailored to my blood type helped me lose belly fat, improve my digestion, and achieve 4th place in a bikini contest at 63 years young. And she actually coached and mentored the other 2 ladies, Dr. Yakima Palmer and licensed dietitian Karen Carruthers. And as you can see, they're all champions as a result of utilizing our system. Congratulations, ladies. You guys are a tremendous example of what you can do with a little bit of work and discipline. Like you said, this is a age reversing system. So we have some other products. And this product right here is really becoming one of my favorite products, Hemp Govies, called the Game Changer. And what it is, it's a meal replacement. You can drink your way slim. The taste of this is phenomenal. You mix this comes in a powder form, and you mix this with something like, you can mix it in just regular water, but I like to mix mine with coconut water, and the taste is phenomenal. And all you have to do is take a shot, and it helps curb your appetite. And one of the popular things in the society today are these injectable pharmaceuticals, which purport to do the same thing. But I don't think it's a real good. My personal opinion is that shooting an injectable pharmaceutical drug into your system is probably not what you want to be uh, doing for the rest of your life. Why not drink a natural product that has the same effect. Again, for most things that have been developed in the lab, there is a natural alternative, a natural solution. But that's not, as like we talked earlier, that's not what's being promoted. They're going to promote the injectables because that's in vegetables, but we want you to know the truth that you can drink your way slim. So the game changer hemp Govi, it will help you burn fat naturally. It'll help boost your metabolism. It'll help curb your appetite. It'll support your digestive health, and it will promote the overall balance in your body because hemp-derived cannabinoids, automatically are attached to your are absorbed in your system, and you have receptors in your body which just loves hemp. So this does really good. So as a company, not only are we a health and wellness company, we also have a line of CBD products, and we formulate our proprietary blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate your health and well-being. So, why are we in the CBD business, as well as being in the, well, it's a part of our healthcare line. It's because it's a natural compound that occurs in nature, and your body has what's called an endocannabinoid system. And like I was trying to say earlier, your organs have these receptors that when they are fed the cannabis, it helps bring your body into balance. So we understand that it's a more natural approach to health and wellness. So we've included that into our product line because we know that when you combine the blood type diet to cannabis, it really enhances the impact of what we're doing. It helps lower your stomach acid if you're blood type A. Uh, if you're blood type B, it deals with your susceptibility to autoimmune disease. If you're blood type O, it lowers your risk of inflammation. And if you're AB, it interacts with your sensitivity to digestive and immune stressors. So by leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis along with the blood type diet, you may be able to achieve a more balanced and harmonious approach to wellness. So amongst our products, we have raw cannabis in the form of the flower, which is THCA, which in its natural form doesn't give you that hallucinatory, doesn't give you that extra creativity that sometimes people seek when they enjoy cannabis. As long as you don't heat it up, you're not going to have that type of effect. But if you decide to heat it up and put it in something like a tea, or if you decide to smoke it, yeah, you're going to have that you're going to have the high with the health. We manufacture under the best conditions over 70 different products in our product line. We have a plant-based coffee, which is absolutely phenomenal. It gives you that same energetic feeling without the jitteriness of caffeine. I'm a blood type O, and my body does not do well with caffeine, so I really enjoy the coffee. Uh, we have essential oils which help combat oxidative stress. We have a pain cream that's phenomenal. We have a line of hair care products, and we even have a line of culinary products that you can infuse your food with. So we realize that this is an explosive growth market. Again, we're a business. So we know that the market's going to grow from 28 billion to 197 billion within the next, 5 years. So we're at the right place at the right time. So we have the ability through our system to be able to offer you a series of services through what's called a bioscan, which is state-of-the-art technology, which does the digital assessment. The person who
You're
invited
breaking
you
up,
here
Mike.
will be able to share more
Mike,
information
you're
with you
breaking
to
up.
talk about a service that has over $1,000 value. But because you're working with us, we can actually offer you that. Okay. Okay, thank you. There's not much I can do about after today. I won't be broadcasting from this location anymore. So we're almost done. So bear with me, okay? Thank you. All right. So get with the person who invited you to share this 189 special and get the bioscan. Trust me, it is a phenomenal service and it's worth your time. And when you enroll in one of our auto ship services, we'll be able to actually get you that comprehensive test for even better price. So what I'm going to do is stop here for a moment and I'm going to stop sharing for a moment and ask one of our business partners to share their testimony. And this will probably give you a break from me breaking up. So I'm going to stop sharing and we've got two of my business partners here, Vanessa Hobson and CC Hill. Vanessa, I'm gonna ask you to go first and just give us a testimony on your experiences with the Akana products.
Okay, Mike. Well, I went to my dermatologist and she told me that I had alopecia and that my hair in those areas would never grow back. However, Cece, who is a former coworker of mine, and I were communicating on Facebook, and she told me about this company called Akana and how Akana had different products, and the products that I needed to use or try would be the hair products. So I ordered the shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in conditioner. And in those areas where my doctor told me that I wouldn't grow hair back, I'm beginning to grow my hair back. And I am so pleased that I connected once again with Cece. And Facebook is awesome. So that's all I gotta say, Mike.
Thank you,
Thank
Vanessa.
you. All right.
So that makes sense. Having friends who are willing to share information with you, that's what we do. Friends helping friends. CC, can you share some of your testimony with us?
I sure will, and I will try my best to shorten it because it's a long testimony. But it basically all starts off with me being a breast cancer survivor. And I am a 6 year, let's just say that 6 year breast cancer survivor. I started my journey with chemo in 2019. Before that, before I was diagnosed, I had pain all over my body. I was taking Tylenol, Motrin, all these over the counter medicines to help me with the pain. So after I finished all of my treatments for the breast cancer, my pain started coming back. Um, so during this time, I was praying, in prayer and asking God to relieve the pain. The doctor actually sent me to my oncologist actually sent me to a rheumatoid specialist. So the rheumatoid specialist recommended this medicine called methotrexate, and along with I think a steroid. So it was a recommendation. It wasn't, something that I had to be on, but if I wanted to come off of this over the counter medicine, then I would take the methotrexate. So again, it was an option. And I have to preface say that because when we as a kind of recommend anything to our clients, we always say consult your doctor first. So anyways, I was taking the methotrexate, 7 pills every 7 days. So then I went on Facebook, tried to advertise, sell these eyelashes that I was so into. And Mike saw me trying to advertise, and he texted me, sent me a message saying, "Hey, you're doing a great job." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And he was like, "But look, I got these 3 videos I think you'll be interested in." I was like, "Okay." So I looked at his 3 videos that he sent me, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I was looking for." I have been praying for God to bless me with my own business. I've been praying for God to send me a resource to come up off this medication, and so be it. I joined the company right away, and my why is because he was someone I trusted, and I knew he wouldn't lead me wrong. And then I started the 7 day cleanse, but I was told that I should do the 21-day cleanse because of the chemotherapy that I had taken, and I needed to flush it out. And so, because I never gone without eating hot foods for 21 days, I was like, no, I can't do it. And so, since I believed I couldn't do it, I, just said I wasn't going to do it. So I started my 7 day, stopped taking my methotrexate, and every 7 days, 7 pills, methotrexate. If I go without it, pain will come back in my body. But while I was on the 7 day cleanse, on the third day, I had no pain. And once I realized that, I was like, okay. In my business packet, I had two 7 day cleanses. So I called Mike. I said, Mike, I need one more pack. I'm going all the way. I'm going to do the 21-day cleanse. And I did successfully with God's help. And so I was able to come off of that methotrexate. I didn't need it anymore. I had did the 21-day cleanse. I started taking CBD drops, 3 drops under my tongue, morning and night, and that was my pain management. And that's how I came off of the methotrexate. And that's the end of my story. And I hope it will help someone.
Thank you, Cece. That definitely is a powerful testimony, and we have to give you more time because I know there's more to it. But this just is an example of the fact that our product line works. So I'm going to jump back into the presentation and finish it off because we're right here at the end, folks. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we like to offer you an opportunity to there are ways that you can connect with us. You can become a wellness ambassador or influencer or certified coach, where you'll be able to gain access to, in addition to being able to earn 20 to 40% commission on product sales. You get your own website, you get access to our marketing team, and we're going to be able to help you develop your own online CBD health and wellness company. So why is it important to be why become a wellness influencer? Because if not only are you health conscious, but because okay, let me kind of step back. This phase of the conversation is going to be more geared toward how we can connect and how we can work together. So we're going to be offering you some opportunities to see it not just from a health and wellness perspective, but if you've got that entrepreneurial spirit, this part is for you. So stay tuned. So these folks, Stormy Steele, the first person to TikTok streamer to sell over $1 million in one session. Lee Giacchi, he was the first one to achieve not 1.7 million, 1.7 billion in sales as a wellness, as an influencer online. So that is the market that we're looking at. That's what we're tapping into. Great, tremendous potential. Oh, there we go. So for $3.99 to access the Wellness Influencer Pack, you can see you're going to get a tremendous amount of product. You're going to get the 7 day, you're going to get the 21-day reset. You're going to get the bitters tea. You're going to get the flat belly plant-based fuel. You're going to get you're going to get a variety of products for you to get familiar with. And if you have the opportunity, you can actually resell this and make your money back on your initial order. But keep in mind, just utilizing these products is a tremendous benefit. And then you can actually upgrade. And this is where I came into the company at as a certified wellness coach. When we started this conversation, I read off a couple of my credentials. None of that would have been possible without Akana and being introduced to being a wellness coach. And that has really changed my whole professional direction. And uh, I would highly recommend if you see this, if you see the big picture in what we're talking about today. We talked about how big the market is. We talked about where the CBD market is going from billions to multi billions. Why not stake a claim in that area and become a certified wellness coach, participate in some high level training, and let's get after it. Okay. Because why? It's a game changer. Influencers hold the power to shape brand perception, drive massive sales, and create personal connections. And if we don't get involved with something, we're going to be falling behind. The economy is rapidly evolving into a digital economy, and this puts you in the game. It gives you an online presence, it gives you a website, it gives you a product line that you don't have to have someone build you a website. You don't have to go out and figure out what products to have. We already have that for you, and this is the future of marketing. The influence economy is here for us to take advantage of. So, and is it time? Yes, now is the time. The influence market is booming. Trends like TikTok made me buy it is a reality. The influence market is currently at 33 billion and is projected to go to well over 100 to almost $200 billion within the next 5 years. So we're at the right place at the right time. We're going to be able to show you how to transform your health and dramatically improve your diet. And we're going to help people around the country, soon to be around the world, break the cycle of generational illness by sharing this concept, by me sharing it with Cece, by Cece sharing it with Vanessa, and Vanessa sharing it with her family. And those who are on this call are doing the same thing. And those who invited you to this call, you're a part of that process of sharing across the world. Because guess what? Our goal is to create a blue zone. What is a blue zone? There are zones across the country, across the world, I'm sorry, where people live to be close to 100. They eat far less animal protein, more of a Mediterranean style diet, and they live longer than most cultures. And our goal is to help 1.5% of the people in the United States, help them know their blood type, and share this concept. Because guess what? If we shall help 1.5% of the people, that's 5 million people. And if we can help 5 million people and share this with 5 million people at the $50 that we were talking about with our auto ship program, that's $250 million in sales. And even if we took out 80% of that, that's still a million people that we're going to impact. So when you start looking at the statistics, when you start analyzing the market, when you start looking at it from a business perspective, you understand that when you're looking at a business like this, at a percent of the wealth is created, is going to be 80% of the wealth that comes is going to be generated by 20% of people. And those 20% of the people get in early. And our company is really at that beginning, that formulating pioneer stages. We're not so young that we're not going to make it, but we're still developing and growing. Because Harvard says, not Mike, but Harvard says, when you're looking at these companies, you look at a company that's at least 18 months old. And because 90% of companies fail in their first 18 months. We're over 6 years old now. So we are maturing in the market, and we're that rapidly growing. So another statistic, according to Harvard, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. If it's less than 100,000 people, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. So we feel where we are right now is we're at the right place at the right time with the opportunity of a lifetime. So I'm going to stop sharing once again, and we're right at 12:05. So I think we hit our mark. We started a few minutes late. So that's our person who invited you here. Let them fill in the gaps for you. Some of the things that I maybe had to speed through a little bit for for the sake of time, let them fill in the gaps. Let them answer your questions. And if you need more information, feel free to come back. But what we do say is put yourself in a win-win situation. Win-win as a customer, where you're going to benefit from the product line and the benefits of improved health, or take advantage as another win-win situation. Partner up with us. You see what we're bringing to the table. We're bringing technology. We're bringing systems. We're bringing product line to the table. Now you bring your network to the table, and let's expand what we're doing across the globe. Get back to the person who invited you here, and I apologize for any technical difficulties that we may have. We'll clean that up. And next week,
Mike,
will be someone doing this next week better than I am. And
Mike,
yes,
can I say a few things?
absolutely. I was getting ready to turn it over to you, Margaret.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I'm like, he's
Yes.
about to close out.
No. So go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Turn it over to you, Margaret.
Okay, I think we're all distributors on the line, and I always enjoy Cece's testimony. She gets me excited every time I hear that. And I wanted to say, so guys, you know, Vanessa, I've seen you on every week. Rachel is a presenter. Abena and I, we're all distributors. Ty, I think, is new. Ty, I don't know you, but I know you've been on the last couple of weeks. So just a couple of things. I'm always being the boss. Mike, there's a new presentation. There's a new slide deck.
So I've seen Dr. Ross sent me a slide deck with a lot of slides on it.
Okay.
A lot of the information is duplicated and repetitive, and it's over 70 slides long.
Mm-hmm.
So it tends to be repetitive, and I tried to narrow it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't work for you. You couldn't get it there because I know, and guys, I'm just doing business with all us because we all distributors. Okay, Rachel does it, and hers is, and all I'm trying to say is, I would like to see Cece do that new one. See, because it has different slides, and it's actually more modernized. And they bring the 360 group into play, because if we're leading with blood type eating, there is a whole thing that the company is doing now that's supporting people on 7-day, 21-day cleanses. And they're doing them as a group. They just started a 21-day as a group. They started a 7-day as a group. So that's a whole new aspect of the company that's in that slide deck. So I was, okay.
Can you repeat?
Go ahead, blood type O. Go ahead.
I want you to repeat one thing you just said about Cece doing the presentation. Say that one more time.
Well, Cece, here's the thing. You have the personality, you have the story, you have everything for it. Me and Mike go back now about 3 years, right, Mike? And I'm a blood type O. What type of blood type are you, Cece?
O.
You're O? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa, what are you?
AB plus.
See, that's a whole different world over there. And I know Rachel is O. Abena is O. And so the O's are like, we think we know it all. Okay, we are direct, we're organized, we're leaders and that kind of thing. So I get that from you. And that's why me and Mike having this thing right now about, yeah, they sent me the new one, but it's so repetitive, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, Mike, but it's updated. It's got the new information, and because those old slides, we've gone past that. Even the stuff about Ernestine, because so they're putting the queen of blood type, all of that new imagery, we need to be sharing out. So okay. if you send it to Cece.
She can have my next turn.
No. Send it to Cece so she can see it. And Cece on Sundays at 5 and on Thursdays at 7, those presenters are using that slide deck.
Okay.
So you might check them out. Doing it so you can see. And it's the same information. They just remove some of the kind of, and there's an updated deluxe blood type kit now. So Mike, I'm just bringing you up to date.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And then Vanessa, yay, Vanessa.
Yeah.
And I know Cece told you about the hairline, but do you know about the hemp powered hair tincture?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you didn't mention, girl. I look.
I didn't mention it, but yeah, yes, and I'm waiting for the oud oil.
Oh, the oud oil is a whole nother level
I
of love.
know, so
Right,
I'm
right,
waiting
right.
for that to
Yeah,
come back.
but the hemp powered oil, I've taken it every week for 4 years.
Oh
Okay,
yes, I'm
I only
using
take
that.
3 drops on a Sunday, but I use the products for my hair, and it's no perm, no color. It's just growing, and it has been growing for years, just naturally with our product line. So I wanted to give y'all kudos on that. Abana is always taking pictures, and she's keeping up with us. But we have a big event coming up next Saturday, a Super Saturday, and Mike, we're leading with blood type testing. So what I found this summer and vending at my pickleball group, people don't know their blood type. It's just what you're saying, but they need the opportunity to get it done. They are going to their doctors and not finding out. So so if you look at the flyer for I just put it up on my Facebook page we're leading with blood type testing.
Okay.
So even the bioscans are great. Okay, but that's a whole concept. But if you just need to know your blood type and start eating right for your blood type, has been where we're going with that. So there you go. I just like, hey, Rachel, what you got to say? We're gonna take over Mike's call today.
This is our call.
That's our call.
This is our call.
Rachel does an excellent presentation too.
Mike, first of all, great presentation. Even like I said, even with the technical difficulties. And actually, when I was listening to, it's funny you say that, Margaret, because I was listening to the older presentation. I said, dang, some of that stuff is still relevant. So we can kind of, once you know how to change out the slides, maybe bring even like merge them. And use some of the new ones and take some of the other stuff out where it won't be repetitive, where you can still get some of that new, but some of that old stuff is really, I like the pictures of seeing the where the before and after. I love that. So I said some of that I need to somehow. I was thinking that as he was doing the presentation actually, and so I think the new presentation, there's just some little kinks in that new presentation that things are overlapped, but I usually talk over it real fast so I can move on to the next slide. And that really wasn't a presentation. That was just something they kind of put together. Dr. Ross kind of just made it that. And so, but it worked, so it really wasn't. But I know when I talked to Melissa, she is coming out with a new presentation that will involve some of those things. So it's really not a new presentation. It's just something that she kind of put together with some slides they did at a event. And Dr. Ross said, I like those slides. So she took them and made it into the presentation and just combated that with some of the things that we already had. So that's how that came about.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't know a lot about the 360.
Yeah,
and
the
then
360.
and that slide that kind of had that in there. Then I went back and I looked into it, and I
some
said,
of that was that I did. Some of that I had, but I skipped over it because I know we were running late. So,
right.
But I will incorporate that into. Again, I'll send CC everything, but I'll incorporate that into my conversation next time I get to present.
And everybody has a different style. Rachel's style is beautiful. Kayetta does hers. Kathy Weathersby does her. Bernadine, but it's the deck. But your emphasis on it is what makes it. And me and Mike are the same. We're just like, this is the business of it. This is what you need to know. That's how I present too.
Like, trying to cut to the chase.
Yeah. So guys, I just wanted to share.
Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Always willing to listen to your advice and wisdom. I mean, I really appreciate it. Trust me.
Yeah, I always have great information. Then I want, before we go, we stop? Are we recording? Oh, we're still recording. I'll just wait after you.
Oh, I don't think we can stop it.
Yeah. And
you can't.
none of us have control over it right now.
Well, you know what? When they make you, and that's something I'm going to be getting. I said, this is crazy to me. When we get on the present, we need to have access to that, and it shouldn't be no ifs, maybes. Should be, if we're getting on, we should be able to get on, not wait on somebody to put us on, be able to record, not be and stop it. We should have that access, and if not, we can't do it. But somebody got to get on and make us make us the host versus a co-host. And I'm going to talk to Melissa, Kathy, somebody. I'm saying this is silly. We do this every week, whenever we do it. And we need to have that access. If y'all trust us enough to get on and do it, then give us the information, give us what we need to be on and be leaders as we are to make that happen and not have to depend on somebody to get us on and do all that. Makes no sense to me.
So let me ask you a question. I got a text saying that there was a new access code. Did you guys get that message that there's a new access code? Because when I tried it this morning, when Cece and Vanessa tried it, it didn't work. So we went back and used the same, the one that we used, $1 billion bid.
I had it too. It didn't work for me either. Is that the one with 26? I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
Did it have 26?
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
So Rachel, you are in meetings that we're not in. So we need you to be the voice.
I will, and now that I'm in I've been doing some things at school. So now that they're at school, I'm at school, and when they do those meetings, I really can't. I'm almost like Miss what's her name, Nita. I can't talk. I can listen, but a lot of it I can't talk. But I will be able to. I'm gonna try to text that, or just reach out. I don't even have to wait until Friday. Just reach out to Kathy or somebody, and she can talk to Melissa, whatever. Or I can go straight to Melissa. I'm just saying, if we're gonna do these, we got to be able to have access. And not, I said that a couple of years ago when I started doing this, because you had to wait on somebody to come on and do that, interrupt their Saturday or Sunday or whatever that may be to let us on, to do that. Let's just get us do it so we can just get on and just do what we do, So that's just my thought on that.
Yeah, and I didn't get a text about a different code, so I just used the old one. I didn't even get.
Well, I think it was for the ones that's doing the trainings.
Presentation.
Oh, okay.
The presentations. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard did somebody I heard Vanessa said something about, I know we had mentioned, Melissa mentioned a while back that the oob oil was coming back because everybody was wanting it. Have they brought it back yet?
I heard Melissa tell somebody maybe a week or so ago it's coming back in December.
Oh my God. I have people that want that oob oil.
What did you say, Vanessa?
I thought it was going to be coming back sooner than that, but because when I was listening to her, about 2 weeks ago, she was saying that it was going to be
maybe in that October package. It might be because we usually have a package in October, so it might be. And so but I know she said later in the year. I thought it was like this.
No, I mean she said it before then. She said the next week, so I was looking for it. So but you guys know more than I do.
Yeah. No, I just heard her say it is coming back, and I thought she said like in December, but but to hear that it's coming back, it's a good part.
Yes,
everybody liked it, and it's just
I've been trying to find some. I've been asking everybody, but some people just don't want to give it up.
A lot of people should be out of it by now, because people that really wanted it from me, I wanted it, but they just like, I had to sell my last 3 I had because they were just begging me for it. And so I just got rid of them, and I had a little bit left in my bottle, so that's all I had. But when she told me a little while back that she was going to be bringing it back, I just didn't have a time preference at that point. But I'm glad to hear that it's coming back, whether it's December, next month, or whatever. I'm just glad it's coming back.
Yeah, the sooner the better for me, because
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to have that fro all.
Oh, you put it in your hair. That's
I didn't put it in my
hairline. Okay, that's when they brought it back in there. Yeah, we just used it as a body thing.
A body thing, yeah.
Yeah, we've had it. We've had it for years, and before they put it in the hair care, it was just a regular product. It smells so good.
It smells good. That's why people wanted it. It smells so. Everybody compliments me on that. Yeah.
So there you go. All
right, guys. I gotta run.
It makes sense that they would bring that oud oil back sooner than December, because
Okay.
It makes sense. I hope she does, because that's when our sales are more prominent.
Right.
Towards
She probably
December,
will.
it's going back on the decline.
Already passed. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I hope
Let's
so
keep our
too.
fingers crossed. Keep
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I got my fingers crossed and my hairs up here crossed, and
It works. It works. Okay.
Yeah.
Love
You
everybody.
guys have a great Saturday.
Thank
And
you
Thank you,
too.
Mike.
All right. Great
All
job,
right,
Mike.
right.
all
Thank
right.
you,
Talk
Mike.
soon.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.